Welcome back to Mostport International Speedway up in Bowmanville, Ontario, north of Toronto. With Elliott Forbes Robinson and Rob Albright on pit road, I'm Rick Benjamin, part of the Victoria Day Speedfest. Oh, trouble. One car way wide. Is that Todd Burris? Man, he just saved that, Elliott.
That was a good save because he was way out of it there coming through that thing. But, he got out the outside where there was still a little bit of grip and it slowed the car down. He was able to save it.
I'm really impressed by the run by Steve Welk here so far. Now, he started pretty deep in the field, and he's made his way up into the top couple of cars, but Eric Foss so far hasn't put a wheel wrong.
No, he's just driving out there, and nobody's pressuring him, so he just gets to concentrate on his line, not worry about what the guys are doing behind him, and do the best job he can.
As we watch some action deeper in the field, this is the front straightaway here at Mostport International Raceway. For 8th, Brett Smurs has made some great moves, and Robert Huffmaster in the 27, who went off in turn 1. How about Smurs? He started back at the tail end of the field.
Well, I'll tell you, these guys are both doing a good job, and Huffmaster to be able to come up back through the field because he was stopped after everybody had got by. He had to go out there. I'm surprised he's catching anybody yet. He must be flying out there.
A lot of these drivers making some great moves in the rain. Todd Burris sitting in second spot there as we take a look at your running order. Top of your screen on lap 3, Rampelberg in the 14. Steve Welk in that yellow 57 car. Didn't make the season opener at Road Atlanta, running very well here. Hayner in 5th, McCallion in 6th. Neil Sapp moving up nicely in 7th, and one car in trouble, Forrest Barber. One of the Team MER cars. He's against the wall, and that's pretty darn facing the wrong way, which is the worst of all cases.
Yeah, it looks like that he got in trouble there and just went around. Hope he didn't hit the wall too badly so he can continue.
Watching Anders Hayner here in the Under Armour car trying to chase down Steve Welk. Forrest Barber trying to get pointed in the right direction on one of the short straightaways and get his car back up on the racetrack. Elliott, he does get up onto the Speedway here, but it's going to be hard. It looks like he's got a bent axle.
It looks like that or bent rims. He's definitely hit the wall hard enough that it's going to be difficult for him to go on without going and getting some more parts in the pits.
Everybody minding their business as carefully as they can here at Mostport International Raceway, trying to stay on the road. That's really the biggest challenge on a day like this. It's been a very, very wet day from the start, and that is a huge challenge to these drivers. Good action in the top 5. Here comes Hayner working on Welk in the yellow 57 car there. You've got Christian Frock and Eric Foss up front. Foss has led all the way so far in the early going up onto the main straightaway at Mosport.
Yeah, and it's still really slippery out there, but the guys are taking still a lot of different lines. I think that they're finding something somewhere else that, because it looked like Huffmaster just went low in the last corner, which normally there isn't a lot of grip, but by taking the low line off that, when you actually get grip in a straight line coming up the pits, the guys on the outside are trying to accelerate in the slippery part.
Huffmaster for position here, working to the outside of the 13 car of Hayner. Now the inside, he's got Welk right there too. Able to make the pass. He scoots through and closes the deal.
Unbelievable. He seems to be able to run wherever he wants. I don't know what they did to his car or whether he just has that kind of car control, but it's an excellent job because he seems to be able to run the inside where no one else can run. He seems to be able to run around the outside of people, but he's doing a heck of a job.
And just like on any slick surface, I'm assuming in this case you don't want to squeeze the gas or the brakes. You don't want to do anything abrupt with the car.
Well, not only that, it's when you're running in the rain, a lot of things work well. The car will still stop, the car will still turn, and it'll accelerate, but it won't do any of those in combination. You have to be, using one at a time really, so that when you go through the corner, you don't have a lot of power on or brake on.
Huffmaster on board, right up behind Anders Hayner, heading up the backstretch here at Mosport, one of the most rapid parts of racetrack in North America for these sports cars. But in this situation with the rain, you've got to really be careful. This rise here can get you in trouble.
Yeah, and the last rise gets you in a little trouble too. You come over it, then hit the brakes. And I'd be looking for Huffmaster to go on the inside here, even though he just seems to be able to go wherever he wants. So I think he's going to try it and just go inside here and see if he can make a pass.
Burris and Rampelberg up in front. Huffmaster's already made some great moves to get up behind these two. Everyone chasing Eric Foss, who remains the race leader here in the early going at Mosport. And look at the different lines they're using around turn 9 and 10 here, coming to 10 at this point. And here comes the car of Huffmaster to the inside. He's going to get by Rampelberg, pick up another spot. That puts him 3rd.
Yeah, see, he's that little slick spot that's on the inside. He's actually running inside of the normal line to pick up some grip there, and it's working for him.
Now, Todd Burris started 7th. He moved to 2nd quickly. There's Welk trying to chase down Hayner. Welk, a good story because he started very deep in the field today in that 57 car. Started back in 11th spot, and Hayner off the racetrack. Just misses collecting the tire barrier at the end of the front straightaway.
Yeah, it's still slick there, and but it was a good catch by him. I mean, he was able to go off. He's gone a long way through the gravel. He's lucky he didn't get stuck in it, but was able to keep on going.
Yeah, Hayner made a very nice catch there, avoiding the tire barrier. He'll come back up onto the circuit here at Mostport and try to continue today. Robert Huffmaster, meantime, the Huffmaster Company Team MER car. Boy, he's just flying in the wet weather. Here's Steve Welk in the 57 car. Everybody else trying to mind their P's and Q's. The Airco 81, that's the car of Ryan Shimsk. He started at the back after that rules infraction. And then the crew working on Forrest Barber's Feeds the Need racing machine, trying to get him back into the action as well. We'll be back at Mosport.